Hello, this is Kevin from CryptoMY. In today's episode, let's get back to Bitcoin chart again, so let's stay tuned. Previously on my YouTube channel, I actually talk about where is Bitcoin is heading. Is it going down? Is it going up? I actually talked in my previous video, which is here. This was the last week video. If you still haven't even subscribed my channel, feel free to subscribe because I actually talk a lot about technical analysis, fundamental analysis, what are good tokens that you should purchase, some of the good platforms that you can use right now. And in today's episode, I will be using BYBIT. So BYBIT is actually a centralized exchange platform, tier 1 exchange platform. It is super good to use, especially on the derivative products. So if you are a pro perpetual swap traders, I would strongly recommend you to use this platform. Okay? And why? I will actually go through some of the products that they have. And before even I proceed, something good for Indonesian people, Indonesian user, because I actually just came back from Indonesia, and BYBIT actually give a privilege. If you are an Indonesian and you register an account using my referral link, you were able to get $10 for free when you deposit any amount of dollars into your account. So let's say if you deposit $5, you will get $10 for free easily, just like that. So remember to use my referral link. I'll put down the link at below. So go and click it, register, and claim that $10 for free. Okay, so let's get back to here. This was the last week video. Okay, and I actually talk about Bitcoin would rise to 24,000 area. Does it make sense? Let's find out in right now this chart, which is the live chart. This was the area. This was 4-hour time frame. This was the area that I have mentioned. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can get a better picture. You can see here first resistance, second resistance, third resistance. If you go back into that YouTube channel, first resistance, second resistance, third resistance, and it fall back down to this support area, and I say it's gonna go back up to 24k. And whether or not it happens, it does, meaning that if I would want to draw back again this line, first line, and this second line, you were able to see and understand what I'm trying to say here, which is first resistance, second resistance, third resistance, and it falls back down here, and I said it's gonna go back up, which it does. It managed to go up to 24,200 before even it falls back down. So 24,000 hit and it went back down here again. Usually if let's say if here it fails to break below, it will go back up again. But you can see here this two red candlestick represents very strong bearish movement, and that's the reason why it pushed all the way back down, breaking up this support area, falls below, and you can see people are trying to buy back and try to push back the price and go back into this zigzag area, this zigzag zone. If you go back in, meaning that it is considered as a fake breakout, but you can see it doesn't. If it form, you can see this candlestick, this bearish candlestick, and that's the reason why it continued to go even further down. And is it down enough? Down, when you talk about down, right? Is it down enough or not? The answer is, I would say, temporary yes. Why? Because if you can see here, this is the previous resistance area, and right now this is the new support area. So you can see support and resistance. So if it go back down again, it first have to go even further down to this area, which is 20k 20,600, and try to break downwards first, form a very bearish candlestick, then it will go all the way back down to this area, 18,700. Okay, kind of makes sense. But let's say if it fails, right now it fails and kind of bounce back up, right? It will try to test this moving average line 50, this area, try to close above and try to go back up to this 22,600. If it does, then most likely you were able to see it will go back up here again and test this 23,700. And if it breaks above, then it will go to a newer high from this whatever what we are seeing right now, which is the 24,800 to probably 25,000 as well. Then it will get back into this area and try to break upwards to go even higher to 30,000, for example. Okay, so right now what we have to see is, if you are a perpetual swap trader, of course I will do a buy here. I will enter here. Why? Because I know that here is a resistance zone, and I would enter around this area, and my stop loss would always put around this area. Why? Because you can see, if my entry is here and my stop loss is here, my take profit can be here. First take profit, second take profit. Simple as that. So these are for, I would say, expert traders, because when it comes to perpetual swap traders, perpetual swap, right, trading, you have to do a lot of good risk management. Your ratio of stop loss must be always lower than your take profit, and always put stop loss, because without stop loss your risks are super high, because you don't even know when you gonna be how much amount that you're gonna lose. That is quite a risk. Okay, so remember to put stop loss. Okay, so to how to say, to go and support this this chart, I would say, looking at this Forex Factory, the CPI has just announced, and you can see that the forecasted one was 6.2 and the actual one was 6.4. So this is, if you don't know what the CPI is, actually the change in the good price of goods and services purchased by consumer. So the price increased, and therefore people are not going to spend. So the spending power is not there. USDT fall. That's the reason why Bitcoin went up. And is it a good thing for you to purchase Bitcoin right now? I would kind of say yes. Why? Because if you look into the Bitcoin rainbow chart, this is something that I love all the while, which is the history of Bitcoin. This is a kind of a history of Bitcoin, when you can see the movement of the Bitcoin. It keep on going upward and upward and upwards, but every time it reaches upwards to the maximum level, the overbought area, it will tends to fall down, confirm fall down. So you can see here it go all the way to 60k on 2021. Then after that it try to go back up again, it fails to, then it go all the way back down, which is the situation that we are facing right now. So looking at here, you can see we are on the blue zone, light blue zone, which is we are on a buy area, or basically we can fall under the basically a fire sale. So if you are a spot trader and you want to keep some Bitcoin or some altcoins, good altcoins, feel free to, because I gonna think that in the long run, Bitcoin could even surpass 100k. This is how I feel, because you can see on the rainbow chart, the next going up, the next movement, right? You see this big movement, it can go even higher than 100k. Kind of makes sense? I don't know. Do your own research. Okay. So last but not least, let's talk about BYBIT. Why BYBIT? BYBIT offers a lot of events, and you can see this is the one of the events, USDC Vista. deposit, trade, and earn up to 2,000 USDC in bonus. So you can participate in a lot of events. There is a lot of things that is even Valentine. There is Valentine event as well. So feel free to go and check out all this. And why BYBIT is because, first, if you look at CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, you can see BYBIT is one of the top tier exchange, especially in derivative products. Their volume is super high. So looking at here, you can see there is tons of things that they are offering. Products, you can see if you are a spot traders, you can go into spot tradings. There is tons of coins or tokens that you can purchase. There is margin tradings, there is leverage tokens. If you are lazy, you can go into the trading boards. I'm not lazy. I would say trading boards is much more towards the for people who are wanted to have some tools or some robots to help to ensure that they are entering at the right entry and exit at the right entry as well. Of course, there is Launchpad, there is BYBIT, some of the good things are here as well. And the most important thing that I want to touch is this derivative. They offer tons of things here. You can see USDC perpetuals, copy tradings. Copy tradings is good if you are a beginner and you tends to not understand what I'm trying to say, the whole series, or how do you want to trade, how you want to enter, how you want to exit. I would suggest you to go into copy trading, and BYBIT copy trading is superb. You can choose, some of the good players out there. You can see top masters traders, all master traders. You can just go and copy them. It's free. Just click copy and it's good to go. So this is how user friendly it is in BYBIT. And of course, there is USDC perpetual, USDC options. They even have options, and there is even inverse contracts and even other more. Even there is a MetaTrader 4 available here. Something unique, right? So last but not least, of course, there is some tools that I mentioned earlier. And if you are lazy or you don't want to trade, you can even go to the finance under earn. You can see there is tons of like BYBIT saving, liquidity mining, dual asset, launch pool, and so on and so forth. So tons of things. Of course, they even have their own Web3 BYBIT wallet, DEX, and NFT as well. So go and test it out. I'll actually put down the referral link below again. So remember to go and register using my referral link, and you were able to get that $10 for free. Okay? So I think that's all for today's episode. If you like my episode today, remember to click like, share, subscribe. Gonna see you guys soon, and goodbye.